Good morning, good evening, doctors, nurses, and pharmacists. I'm Dr. Che, and today we will discuss some writing tips. So, this is a live session on Facebook. If you want free classes with me on Facebook, just like my page. Link is given below in the comments. If you need any kind of help for writing, speaking, reading, you can text me on my WhatsApp number given below. So, without wasting your time, let us start. So this is a sentence. His fingers presented clubbing and cyanosis. His fingers presented clubbing and cyanosis. Anybody can improve this sentence, or if it is okay, write okay in the chat. If it is not okay, then tell me why, how you can improve it. So let us wait for you. If anybody can improve this sentence. His fingers presented clubbing and cyanosis. This is a patient with history of smoking, lung problem. That is why he is having clubbing and cyanosis. So the sentence the student has written, his fingers presented clubbing and cyanosis. This is not good, not very common way. This is not a common way to write, you know, like this. Not a common way to write like this. Okay. So we should improve. Let us improve it. Okay. He had cyanosis. Okay. Miss Farah says, let us say, Miss Farah, he presented with cyanosis and clubbed fingers. His fingers showed cyanosis and clubbing. This is by Mr. Dr. Singh. Dr. Whelan, yes, is one of my students. Yes, Mr. Whelan. Because anxiety itself is not need to mention. Okay, Dr. Manal is saying about previous video that anxiety is itself a symptom, so we don't need to say signs of anxiety. So he had cyanosis and clubbing in his fingers. This is one option. He had cyanosis and clubbing in his fingers. So, Dr. Miss Farah, you were saying cyanosis and clubbed fingers, so it would be wrong. Okay, Miss Farah is saying he presented with cyanosis, and clubbed fingers. So, still there is a mistake. First of all, this is not an initial paragraph sentence at the start of. So, this is problem of parallelism. I have already told about parallelism. So parallelism means similar forms. So this is clubbed, this is cyanosis. So these are different forms of verb. So we will use similar forms. Okay. So I'm just correcting your sentence. He presented with cyanosed and clubbed fingers, but clubbed fingers is not okay. Clubbed fingers is not commonly used. Okay, not good. Clubbed fingers. Okay, only clubbing is mostly used, so we try to use clubbing. Okay, he had cyanosis and clubbing in his fingers. Okay, other is his fingers were cyanosed and clubbed. Okay, his fingers had. Okay, if you people have any good option, let me tell. Okay, in the chat box, because anyway, I'm a doctor like many of you. Maybe you have any good idea. His fingers had cyanosis and clubbing. Another option is cyanosis and clubbing were noticed in his finger. Other best, other good option. Dr. Anand, one of the very talented doctors. Okay. So his fingers were clubbed and sinuosed is also good. Is also good. Okay. So all of these options, but his fingers presented clubbing sinuses. This is not good. Okay. This is not good. All other are better. Okay. He had sinuses clubbing in his finger. His fingers had sinuses and clubbing. Sinuses and clubbing were noticed in his fingers. So this is common and typical language. Okay. Common and typical language. Okay. So we should try to use typical and common language. Okay. So this is purpose. I am writing to refer Mr. Smith. Mr. Smith, who had hospital acquired pneumonia. Anybody can point out any mistake in this sentence? Anybody, any doctor, any nurse, any pharmacist can point out any mistake in this sentence? Any doctor, any nurse, any pharmacist can point out any mistake in this sentence, please. People, maybe you people think that on when this video is on YouTube or when I am live session, I'm making it long by asking you. And the problem is if I keep explaining, then you will not learn a lot. Okay. The problem is when I give time so that you people can think what is going on, okay, how we need to improve, what is the correct way, all of these things. So in this way you will improve a lot. Okay, so you will improve a lot if we think like this. Okay. Okay, so is there any mistake in this part? So this is the way to improve. If you people you know uh, participate actively, then you will learn a lot instead of I keep explaining. Okay. So there is has Dr. Muhammad Nurul Ghaffar says has. Okay. So let us forget about has. Maybe has or had depend upon the situation. Okay. Forget about has or had. Okay. Let us write it has. Okay. Let us write has. Okay. Any mistake? No, I have corrected it has. Any other mistake? Any other mistake? Who presented with no Miss Farabika? This sentence is from the purpose. In purpose, we should avoid this language who presented with. This is language of body paragraphs. So we should try to use typical OET style so that we can pass. Okay, who has a hospital? Excellent, Mr. Whelan. He is one of my students, but new students still. He has written 3 or 4 letters with me. So he is saying that I'm not referring Mr. Smith who has a hospital acquired pneumonia. Excellent, very good. So any other mistake? Any other mistake? So you can see when it is a little bit interactive session. So you people, uh, you know, give your input and we do things, on two-way communication, not just I keep explaining. Okay. Any other mistake? If you can point out, just be quick because people on YouTube will think that we are making it just, intentionally long. But it is good you people can participate. Any other mistake? I think noticed is a good one. Noticed, where is noticed? Let us a little bit, late. You are just, saying about this. Okay. Sinuses Clubber were noticed in his fingers. It is okay. This is okay. This one looks better than others. But now let us focus on this sentence. What is mistake here? Okay, let me explain because maybe you people then get bored. Okay, if you keep waiting for you. Okay. First of all, let us copy here and this article. This was suggested by Mr. Whelan. So he is saying that we should put article before pneumonia. So please remember, all of you remember, we don't use articles with medical conditions. Okay, not a hypertension, hypertension, and asthma, a pneumonia. Okay, any other example? Okay, just like this. So we never use articles, we never use article with medical conditions. Okay, so we will remove this article, it is not needed. Okay, so thing is, it is very small thing, but it looks different. If you are hospitalized with acquired pneumonia, no, Dr. Manal, actually, as you know, hospital acquired pneumonia, this is a medical term, this is common term that is used like this. Okay, we cannot change the word order here. Actually, the problem only, this is a small thing, but it's very important. Okay, so we need to use hyphen here, hyphen. This is a mistake. This is who was diagnosed with also okay. Just forget about this part. What I wanted to teach here was hospital acquired pneumonia. Between hospital and acquired, we need a hyphen. Okay, this is just like age when we write. Okay, Mr. Smith, 45-year old. Okay, a 45-year-old. Write anything. Okay, write old man. Okay, just like man. Okay, a 45-year-old man. So here we need a hyphen because this adjective, this compound thing, whatever it is, English wise, the term is, it is followed by a noun. Okay, so here this is explaining this noun. So here we need a hyphen. Okay, hospital acquired. We need has we who has hospitalized with acquired pneumonia. No, Dr. Manal. Actually, hospital acquired pneumonia, this is a common term that we use in medical when we, uh, you know, uh, when we classify pneumonia. So we should use as such a hospital acquired pneumonia because this is common thing. If you change into less common things, okay, like Dr. Manal saying, who has hospitalized, hospitalized with acquired pneumonia. This is not typical medical language, okay? This is not typical medical language. Okay, typical medical language is hospital acquired pneumonia. So we should try, when we are writing to other doctor, other nurse, we should try to use typical medical language. Okay, so I'm writing to refer Mr. Smith, who has hospital acquired pneumonia, who was diagnosed with hospital acquired pneumonia. If it is child letter, then you can write who has been treated for hospital acquired pneumonia. So all of these things are possible, but here we need hyphen. Okay, hyphen between hospital and acquired, we need a hyphen. Okay, so people, this is a free session on Facebook. Many doctor nurses are with us. If people who are watching us on any other place, so you can join us. This is my Facebook page. This is my Facebook page where we usually go online. You can like this page, you can follow this page, so that the link is given below so that you can get free sessions like this. So now let us move to reading section. So I'm going to discuss a little bit, reading tips. So please subscribe to my channel, and okay, my WhatsApp number is given below. So if you need any kind of help,